Howdy folks, how's it going? I'm here in the town of Xela in Guatemala, a very pleasant, authentic Guatemalan city. I just arrived yesterday, and so I'm just walking around exploring. There's this just awesome maze of these little alleys and back streets and things, as you can see. And so just for something a little bit different, I thought while I was recording this video, then I would do it walking around and give a little taste of this Guatemalan city and Guatemalan culture in the process. I might end up hitting some dead ends here, we'll see. Hola. Buenas tardes. This is on the subject of my legs are tired still from climbing up a volcano 2 days ago. That was a very, very intense hike. Wow, check out that view. All right, so on the subjects of self-reflection and non-judgment, and there's a specific point that I want to get across here, and it is on dealing with criticism. So as I see it, then there are... Hola! Buenas! Sweet. Okay. Alright, I'm kind of ending up in people's backyards here. Hola! So, as I see it, there are sort of three basic ways to deal with criticism. And they are, number one, to adopt a super defensive mode. Someone criticizes you, gives some negative feedback, and then you go into, screw you, what are you talking about? You totally have it wrong. That isn't who I am. This is who I am. Don't project your stuff on me. I'm not going to listen to this BS. You have it totally backwards. This is your own projection, etc. So just completely block out that criticism, that reflection, that feedback from the person, and just don't give it any consideration. Now, number two is to take that criticism in to your being in a critical, self-judgmental way. And so you kind of absorb that critical feedback, that those thoughts or ideas or whatever that somebody says to you. And you take it in from a place of negative self-talk, and so that then you're criticizing yourself, saying, "Oh, they're right. I'm a jerk. Why did I do that?" All right, I'm going to get back out onto the main street there, and so you kind of absorb that into your being in such a way that it kind of becomes your own negative self-talk of putting yourself down, being self-critical, self-judgmental, and then maybe you're walking around for that day or for however long, denigrating yourself and being like, "Oh man, I'm a bad person. What's wrong with me? Blah blah blah." So those are kind of the two most common ways that people deal with criticism. But I would like to propose a third way that I think that can be a very powerful, potent, effective tool for dealing with criticism. And it is to allow that criticism, that feedback, that negativity coming from someone else, hola, to pass right through you. Now, this is not to be confused with deflecting it off of you or allowing it to pass right through you without even noticing it. Well, pardon all the distractions in this, but it's kind of cool. So it is to allow these reflections to pass through you as you consider them. So someone criticizes you, you look at it, you don't deny it, you don't say there could be nothing to this, you consider it, you reflect on it, and yet let it just go through you. And so the idea is to consider the feedback that you're getting from others, because I really don't believe in the concept of live your life without caring what anybody thinks about you. I think that that is completely unrealistic, and that you would be missing out on an opportunity to get a perspective on yourself and your actions and your energy and how you relate with others. And really, this is just completely not going to happen. Nobody, however their persona, their projection may seem, nobody doesn't care what others think about you. As long as you're a human being living in a human society, then you do care to some extent or another what other people think about you. The idea is to not have your life be ruled by, overly constricted by the views of others, but simply to be aware of, notice the reflection you're getting back from other people. If you're getting a reflection that is negative a lot of the time, then there might be a good reason for that. Alright, gonna head up this steep hill here. And so the idea with this third option of dealing with criticism is notice it, consider it. Is there some truth to this? Is there something that I can learn from this reflection from someone else? Hola. And so you don't go into defensive mode. You don't go into negative self-talk and criticism mode of putting yourself down. You just allow that reflection to pass right through you without resistance to it. Because both of these other ways of dealing with criticism are acts of resistance. One is, no, that is completely not true. That has nothing to do with me. Screw off. I'm not even going to look at or consider what you're saying here. The second is resisting it by holding on to it, by getting attached to it, by getting stuck in your energetic field of the thoughts, the perspective, the feedback of somebody else, influencing you to the extent of that view getting stuck inside of you. So both of those are a resistance of sorts to that reflection. So instead, to allow it to pass through you, consider it, allow that reflection to potentially be a opportunity for self-growth if you see some truth within it. And from a non-judgmental place, just say, okay, I'm not perfect here. I do not always get everything right, and I'm just here to learn about myself and be the best person I can be, even as I stumble my way through this life and make mistakes along the way. So, all right, here's an awesome view of the city. Hello. All right, thanks for watching, and thanks for bearing with the disturbances there, but I hope you enjoyed this little taste of Shela, Guatemala. Hola!